All right, so here we are, Facebook Live today, and we're doing some countertops. And I thought I'd show you just a little technique. Those of you guys that are already dealers, you already know what's up. But a lot of times, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't know a lot of things. We just got through polishing this. I don't usually, a lot of times we're doing outdoor stuff, we don't really polish it because, you know, it's dusty. So I polish it like if I'm trying to do a finished job. Like here, this is a bar, so we're doing a finished job here. You can see over here, look at the detail in this. The detail we have to do in here, we have to do this holder in here. A lot of detail coming out right. So of course we're putting the sealer on to look nice. But you can polish it, you know, go to a 30, a 200, a 400, and then go on up to about a 800, and then we went to 1800. And boy, it gets like glass. You can see here, like, you know, once it's all cleaned up and everything there, you can see how it just gets really nice. Okay, so here's a little tip. Now, in between, I had to mesh these two together because we couldn't really pour these monolithic unless you do a pour like everybody else does it. They do the pour underneath, and you know they float the concrete in, and then they trowel it. But it's hard to get this type of finish. Look at the finish here. This looks like marble, and that's the difference. So a lot of you guys dealers that have been out there and you say, "Oh yeah, I went to Dave's thing, but I got it different, and I went to other ones, and I like it better." So whatever. So well, however you do it, I really don't care. But here's a way to bring it back. So I'm going to use a little bit of just acrylic colors. Nutmeg. This is kind of a nutmeg and gray. So I'm just coloring up I use the topper in there. And the reason I use that, it doesn't have any fibers in it. Everything else has fibers and stuff like that. So I'll let that set. I'm going to let it stain a little bit. You can see it matches this color pretty good. That color and this color here. And I'll, you know, kind of just get the... Yeah, I can actually get the... There you go. And now it looks more of a you know, like a stain. And I can get the rest of the front of this the same exact way. And I kind of scrub it in. The longer you leave the acrylic there, it's going to stain the concrete. Even if it's a sealed concrete, this stuff really penetrates. And so I'm getting that in there. I like to do it with the brush better. Look at that. It's almost the exact same color as over here. And so let me get away from the light there. You can see it better. Okay. There's that filler I put in there. So it's white. I could have put some integral with it, but then you got to match it. Here I can match it to the T. Throw a little bit here and there. Make sure I get all my areas that I had to do filler in there. And then I just get this and look at it, because it stains it. See, it stains it right there. And then you got all that white. And so there's a technique we have. And we'll be coming kind of some of these updates. The real deal is this product. The product is really amazing in that this is all these products here. This was all popped in a matter of, you know, hours. You know, Daniel Sidabaka is the one that did this. He did all this. It's funny because they had already, they didn't even, I couldn't even form this up because what happened, he forgot about this, and he had to chip all this out and grind it out. But it didn't take much. And so I was just showing a technique of getting this white kind of, and this looks like almost like a drip, but it was part of the pour. So, but you can get in here and stain it, and it just, you know, takes it away. A little drop there. So you can do, I like to let it sit a little bit. And then let it stain that concrete just a little bit. So you let it too long, and boy, it'll stay there. There you go. There you go. Look at that. And look, it doesn't look it looks really nice. Nice and natural. And it's just, it is topical, but most of your stuff is integral, so it really doesn't make that much difference, okay? So, even if I streaked it and stuff like that, look at it, kind of just sits right in there. Sits right in there. Boy, we were polishing this thing, and the grinder got away from me, and just split my finger in here. I'll tell you, one of those days. So you gotta watch it with that grinder. And I mean, I had all this safety stuff and everything. Still that thing. It's cut my leg before. It's cutting all kinds of stuff like that. But anyway, this is coming out really nice. Look at the top, boy. This is nice. This is a bar. He's trying to open this thing up pretty quick. And what's up? Oh, over here. Okay, yeah, I didn't get that. You can see here we're getting. I'll let that sit a little bit. And I think we missed some here in the front. Oh, majorly. Okay, so let's go in the front here. You can see that was white. And thing about acrylic colors is no matter what color you use, because they're mineral based, they're acrylic, but they're mineral based. They like to, the more you use them, the water separates, your dilute separates, and the minerals sit at the bottom, so you got to mix them all the time. So there you go, look at that. There you go. Much better. I'll get this, clean up the rest of it. It looks good. All right, let's go down here. And I'm just going to continue. There's another big, over here where we had to mesh the two together. We had to mesh the two, it's all white. We had to mesh this together. Now this, see that? This is kind of a nutmeg strain here. So we could almost continue like that and stain it, you know, real similar to that right there. And bring that stain all the way down. Who's on there watching? It's a Saturday, everybody's doing things, so they're not probably watching me. But, anybody on?
Carl Merritt.
Carl Merritt, he's always on there. Hi, Carl, how you doing, buddy?
Marty Richards.
I don't know who that is. Oh, yeah, yes, I do.
Jim Millard.
Jim?
Mallard. Sorry.
Jim Mallard.
Jack Glass.
Okay. So a lot of my Cliff Rock dealers that have got on there, they do a lot of the kitchen stuff. Like this is inside. Let's see here. So Jody from New Orleans.
Hugo.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Looking good. I think that's about it. I go over here. I got some white to cover up here. Other than that, it's taken good. All right. Should I get political? Should I talk about all the stuff's going on? You doing this?
The masses want to know.
Huh? The masses want to know?
Callie. Kyle.
Well, you know,
Teresa.
You know, it's funny. I don't want to. You know, a lot of my. I have some great friends, and they get very. Some of them are liberal, and that's okay. They're still my friends, and they get real offended by me talking about Trump or something like that because they know I like Trump. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to defriend him. He likes Trump." But enough of that. Sean. So I won't get too political. I will say this: that I don't think that in any way that. You know, they've really shown the truth that about the fact that they had these kids in the Walmart, and nobody really sees the truth. And CNN don't sit there and show how that the Trump Trump presidency does not set up these these kids being in the Walmart. They actually had during the Obama, all those pictures they're showing, they were trying to show that that President Trump has it, but those pictures were from Obama's presidency. Isn't that amazing? So he knew that he'd been there. They didn't say nothing about him. Them kids been up in there. Nothing. They think he's like a saint. And, you know, it ain't even about being black or white or green or blue. It's a matter of anything that they can pin on Trump, they just try to pin it on him. And so I think that's just not the way to go. Do I agree with everything, the way Trump does stuff, the way he says things? No, I don't. But I think he's been doing a pretty good job. And to hate him just because you want to hate him, just because he's his hair or something, I don't know. I don't know, whatever you got. I think that's wrong. I think you got to just, guy does a good job. I think you got to merit it accordingly. Okay, there it is, the countertop. And I can see around, we did this whole, look at this over here. Look at this whole countertop here. Man, I am dusty. Look at how pretty this looks. Maybe I get my sponge, you can see it better. It's pretty amazing. And once they seal this, you can see it get better. Look at that. We had to do the inside of this because this is where the tray is. But look at that. It's like marble. Look at the transitions. Came out really nice. Really, really nice. All right. Well, there we go. Just wanted to show you a little bit, update what we're doing. You guys saw what we did at the waterfall yesterday. Monday we'll be back in Massachusetts doing some trying to show you how some lights. I'm going to give you a little tutorials like this on just, and I'm going to do it Facebook Live to everybody. Yes, a dealer or not, just to kind of show you how versatile our product is. That being said, I think one of the biggest issues that I've found with our dealers, we have hundreds and hundreds of dealers that with Stonemakers and Cliff Rock, and I tell you the biggest issue that I've found and that everyone tells me all the time is trying to find good help and good laborers. And I'll tell you, it's one of the biggest challenges because there's just no skill set, and not even the skill set. It's the wanting to hard to get people to really want to work. I don't know what it is because we have such a great economy. We're like, well, we got so much work. Who cares? And that's been one of the biggest issues. But I really want to tell you, I was saying this earlier while I was sitting there doing the countertops. I thank God that my dad taught me work ethic. Man, he started since I was a kid working. I don't care if I was throwing a paper out or I was digging things, or he taught me how to use a shovel. Man, sometimes I do trainings and a lot of people don't even know how to use a shovel. They don't know how to do it correctly. They don't know how to get in there, and so I really love the fact that he that he gave me that work ethic. And I tell you, that's what's that?
Carl agrees with you.
Carl, oh, good. Well, Carl is absolutely right. You know what I mean? We're bankrupt for skill set. Everybody's like, oh, what college are you going to? It's always the case. It's like, what college are you going to? And everybody's like, oh, you got to go to a good college because you're going to get a good, good mortgage when you leave because you're going to owe the government all kinds of money for that college that you can't even. And most of the people go to, a lot of people, I don't know most, but I don't know the whole, all the stats on it. But I will tell you this much, that a lot of people, I have a lot of people work for me. I have a lot of people work for me that went to college for a certain thing and they're not doing anything they went to college for. So why do they need to go to college? I don't know. Party, have fun, do all that stuff like that. I don't think everybody does that, but I think that we lack a lot of skill set. They don't teach them skill set. They have to do it in high school. They don't have shop in high school anymore. They took out shop. We used to change engines or do stuff in shop. I mean, they took home ec away from the girls. Oh my God! God forbid that we should teach them how to sew or do anything like that stuff. We'll teach them how to shop now. What happened to this? You know what I mean? It just went. And so the dishes. Oh my God! I don't do the dishes. That's what So I was the dishwasher, automatic. So we just learned work ethic growing up, and my dad was just really instrumental. My mom was that way, and they were just always working, always taking care of things, doing things, never lazy, never lazy. And so that example was great. And I think that's one of the reasons you have so many single parent homes and stuff like that, where people don't have this, the kids, the boys go out in the streets and they don't learn any kind of skill set. They don't know what to do, how do they have no cause, no purpose. They don't know what to do. I don't know what, I'm going to get a job. That's it. I'll get a job. Oh yeah, I don't want to get a job. I'm only going to pay this much. Because they're taught, oh, who wants to work him down? Who wants to do these things? Menial things don't mean anything. But the blessing is in being able to work. Blessing. God gave humans the blessing of being able to work. Work is an amazing thing. At the end of the day, when you sit and rest after your work, it's just nothing like that. I think God did that after
You rest?
6 days. I rest. I do rest. 6. Shut up, Tony. You don't either, so shut up.
I went to Harvard.
You went he went to Harvard. He knows how to carve. From Boston, he carves. Carves concrete, by the way. But think about it. God went 6 days, and 7th he rested. He didn't even take the weekend off. So, but I think one of these days I'm going to have to take the weekend off. But bottom line is, I just think, we need to teach skill set more than anything. I'm real excited. We're coming up. We're going to have an entrepreneur school coming up in the fall. And it's not just going to be concrete, but it's going to be the whole skill set of going into business yourself. Am I the best businessman? Not at all. I have a lot of people that are really good that help me and that work with me. I am not that good of a businessman. I've been slightly successful, and I'm getting better as I do it. But I do learn, and if you got a work ethic, you don't quit. You just keep on going because, you just do what it takes. Wow, look at that. I did not realize I cut myself that bad. So I put this on. That was my only Band-Aid. Yeah, I think I should go to the emergency room with that one, but the grinder just went right straight on it, and I didn't mean to gross everybody out. I just didn't realize this. So anyway, but what's that?
We got to bleed out.
We got to bleed out.
That's when you work weekends.
Oh, I know, huh? Good Lord. Yeah, that one's smart. All right, so anyway, sorry about that, guys. But anyways, Facebook Live, we just wanted to show what we're doing, and hey, come over here, look at this over here. Let me show you something really cool. Another one of Daniel's beautiful countertops. Look at this thing. We just polished it, and it came out really nice. Daniel and of course Tony poured this thing, and also who else helped with this was Jason. When he was here, he helped with this a little bit, and then we had also we have Brad in the background. Look, come over here. We did this. Whoops, I'm gonna step on this. Look how versatile our product is. They're actually literally using it to. The thing was uneven there. We just kind of did an overlay, and so you know what, Tony? We should overlay even the scratch coat he has here if we have any more, brother.
Tony.
Tone. We should do it over the scratch coat because it's kind of. We should do it over this whole thing here. Do we have any more?
What happened?
Well, you already put everything away? I was going to say we should get the scratch coat too, but...
Oh, they're not putting new tile down?
No. They're just leaving it all concrete. That's why I said the overlay would have been it. So.
Oh, that's why I asked you if I should do the whole thing, and you said just the holes.
Oh, no. Who said that? He did.
You said that.
I did. I thought you were talking about these.
What we
All
have
right.
here is a failure to communicate.
Okay, it's all right. We can do it another time. We can do it on Monday or something.
I can do it.
Do you have any more mud?
Yep. With that back.
Can you guys do it? Okay, it's only just that little spot right there. That's all.
Just that?
Just right there.
You got it.
Look how cool this looks, huh? So we made this look like granite, and then of course we did, the vertical stuff here. I'm almost as good as Nathan Griffith. That guy's pretty good. And all these guys at the Cavas.
Rob Hill's watching.
What's that?
Rob
Hey, Rob Hamilton.
Hills.
Hills. So So anyway, we carved this and scratched it and made it look. So it's a great pizza oven. We did the wood underneath here, and they just got through doing the inside of the bathroom, and the bathroom was all done, and it looks like this same wood here, and it came out real nice. So maybe go show them the back. Show them the bathroom, Tony. Show them what you did in there.
Okay.
Let's show them real quick. Wow, this thing is.
Gushing.
Good, I'm
You
telling
need a doctor.
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 Go ahead.
Oh, we're still live?
You're still alive.
Come on, America.
I'm cold.
I'm cool.
I built some wood.
Did some. Oh, the lighting in here is horrible. Hold on.
I would do this again brighten this place right up.
Hey, man, nice. Can you see it in there? This is the women's bathroom.
This
Take a
is.
look. The last time you'll be in there.
They get the biggest room. Guys don't need much. So it's all that vertical mix with our wood stamping and Dave's coloring. And we're gonna seal this thing, right?
Yeah, we'll seal
We
it
have
up.
to seal it up. Okay, so that'll make the color pop out a lot nicer. This kind of looks
Yeah.
faded and dull, but
Inside the men's bathroom, and they're ready to open this place up. It's gonna be nice. Very nice. Yeah. All righty.
and we just did this one in 4 hours. Was it
4
4 hours?
hours.
4 hours?
Yeah.
4 hours.
Looks good.
Well. All
Well,
right.
maybe
So
the
that's
bathroom done.
pretty much that for today. Wanted to just kind of go over things with you, and probably from that side better because you can see the light. But all right, that sounds good. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you again on Monday. We got more projects, a lot of good things happening, and I better go take care of this. But it's been fun. One of those, we'll be here late working again. Put another glove on it and just keep back to working. We're almost done. It's gonna be a late night, but I love working. I love doing this creative stuff. I tell you, just mainly just to kind of show you how versatile our product is. This is the same product that we made that waterfall with yesterday. It's the same product. It's just what you do with it. And boy, I tell you, Daniel gets these countertops, and he's actually in Tennessee. They're in Tennessee. If you see his Facebook Live, him and James, they're probably doing a Facebook Live, and they're doing a big waterfall and outdoor kitchen and everything like that. Him and Jason, everybody out there. So this is what he did here, and this look at how big this. It's a lot of space, a lot of. It's narrow, so it seems like a lot, but it's real long. A lot of panel of surface that we did here, but it turned out really nice, and I think he's going to be able to open this bar up, and it's kind of a rustic. Changed it up. It's really changed the restaurant up. I think it's going to be pretty nice. So. Facebook Live. I'll see you guys maybe next time on Monday, and we can see what else we're doing. Until then, you guys have a good night.